Hello, this is David Deshane. I'd like to welcome you to this video about using Docusign for sending our Roofing Estimator Pro contracts to our clients. Now, we're going to go through and I'm going to show you Docusign, but I've got some great information coming in. We're working with these guys right now to implement the API into Roofing Estimator Pro. So hopefully in the next future, we're going to have this into the system so you guys can be able to send a document right out of Roofing Estimator Pro and have the integrated Docusign system in the software. Now let's talk about Roofing Estimator Pro. Now typically what we'll end up doing is make a contract, send it out, use like a small Sign My iPad or one of those, and it works great. Have customers sign it. This is great because this will be done in a secured environment. Now Docusign, their document envelopes are really secure. I mean, real estate agents all over the country are using them, doctors, everybody that's using anything in this digital electronic signature that, it's the future of the business, and Docusign helps businesses of any size easily have secured, signed, and send documents and manage them all in the cloud. This really is the unmatched availability and legal enforceability for the contract with your roofing customers. Now let's start with loading the software. I'll go ahead and bring up a client that I was working as a template, and we'll go ahead and use this. I'm going to create an estimate right from scratch. That way you've used these in the past, and a lot of you guys know how to do it, but I'm just going to do one anyway for training. I made one estimate already, but I'm going to do another one. And you've got your dialog boxes. What I've done previously is I've added photos. And again, I always stress this to put 4 photos in. It fills up the page in the contract, and I'll show that to you later. And let's go in and create an estimate. Now let's hit Add New. This will bring up the customer information main screen. You'll need to copy that information over to the job site address. And if there's a different address for the client, if you're working with a contract, you just change that. The start date, all these dialog boxes need to be filled out. Some of the things that people are having a problem with is they don't fill out all these and they end up getting an error because it's asking for information and it's not being provided. Today we're going to have the estimate date. Let's go back to the estimate date, which was the 30th. Start date is going to be December 1st. So sold by, you've got the list of clients, your sales guys. Payment terms, I like the initial and upon completion. I like to get half up front, the other half when we get done. You can change all these inside. If you watch some of the other videos, they're right inside on the in the setup screen on a pick list. Let's go ahead in and hit apply. I like to apply everything. It's just good habit to be into. It just makes sure that everything gets saved in the system. It does it automatically every 3 seconds. But now again, the job description, payment terms, you got your job photos, payment schedule. Let's go ahead into the products and do the estimate items. Now I've made a few that I like to use, which are my primary setup, and I use this little hashtag and it brings it to the top of the list. I've got the metal roofing with Links Metal Roofing, which has a complete roofing package, premium full ice and water shield, standard roofs, which is 3 feet of ice and water shield, the ultimate roof, which is triple laminate architecturals and full ice and water shield. We've got cedar impression vinyl siding, the Main Street vinyl siding, Monogram, Spiegel Grove, and I do vinyl siding as well. So you guys can use any product in there that you use. It doesn't matter, just because it's a Roofing Estimator Pro, you can use it for any type of product. And again, the quantity, some of you guys use breakdown. I like to do the one price. So click on this unit price just to add a complete price, and $12,500 for this job. You can mark up your labor cost and unit cost, your profit if you want to put a percentage in there. Add another 15% or equipment cost. You can do all that. And let's go ahead and hit the save button. That will load that into the estimate. Now all the info's in there, the job's there, the pricing's here. Shipping, if you want to give a discount, you can do that. It will deduct it from the job. Previous or senior citizen discount or senior. You can do that. Now the payments, you can put that in. That'll categorize the payment and it'll deduct it out of the balance. And let's go to the job description. Some guys use different stuff. What I like to do inside here is I like to just mark off what color the shingle is. That's what I do. I do a complete roof installation, and this is where I keep the shingle color. And it's a landmark, and we'll just call this a pewter wood. Some guys are using IKO, they're using GAF. Whatever color you have, which is fine. I mean, whatever products you're using, doesn't matter. Any type of thing, any job description, payment terms. I like to get initially half up front, the other half when we get done. And always put that in there, or you can put the dollar value in there, or whatever you're putting in. I'm trying to type and do this video at the same time. 50% initial payment and 50% upon completion. Completion of job. Oh, right click. Spell check's always on board. We love that. And let's hit apply. So now that contract has been created. The proposal's all ready to go. Let's go ahead and minimize that and go to print the contract. So this is all done. The estimate type's in there, job description, everything looks good, and let's go ahead and hit print. So it's going to bring up the standard printer contract area, and that will also give you, if you have templates, we've done standard templates. I made my own because I like to have my Select Shingle Master logo and the Better Business Bureau logo in there. And you can see how this will print it off automatically for you. It does make a PDF out of that, and it looks nice and clean. And again, that Select Shingle Master certification. Some of you guys, Elite Roofer, or the IKO version. The Better Business Bureau logo, it has initials for the client to sign. Again, that description of all the product, costs, payments, all that's on the first page. You'll have the job description, which was the color of the shingles, and the payment terms, payment schedules there, the job contract. It's clean. This is the way a contract should be. The authorized signatures in there with a date. You'll have both the company and your client. Initial the page. And again, see how those 4 photos fill that page up nicely? Your photos will be taken in and resized to the 400 by 400 automatically with the software. So you don't have to resize your photos. I mean, if it's 5 or 6 megs, it's going to kick it until you got to downsize it, but typically we'll do that. The last page is the payment terms and conditions. You can change these inside your software, as you know. Now, this also will download to your downloads. So when you open up to your desktop, you'll have your downloads. Let's go ahead and right-click on that, rename that to David Deshane Roofing Contract, because we're going to upload this to Docusign. Yeah, contract. There we go. Contractor. Okay, good. So that's been saved. Let's close this, and let's open up Docusign. I'm going to go right in, and this should remember my password for me. Yes, it does. Love to save the passwords. This is great having the documents in a cloud. Plus, it's more security for everybody. You'll get the 4 places to go in. You can have documents that keep them all in one file. You can make folders for roofing customers. Keep all your customers in there. Templates. What I've done, I've just made a few contracts and repair service agreement. Shovel just to try it out, see how it worked, and it's great. So you click the use button and it loads it up. Reports, it'll tell you what's been going on. So let's go ahead. We're going to send a document to the client. So this is going to ask for email, and I'm going to go ahead and open my email and show you how this all works. And it's just going to ask for the name of the client, and he needs to sign. So that's where that is. And let's do new recipient, and I'm going to add me, and there we go. So that's in there as well. Let's go ahead and put roofing contract. Please sign the agreement. You can put in whatever you want. I mean, thanks, David Deshane. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be that, and let's upload the file. And it's in the download center again, so let's go ahead and double click on that. Brings it in automatically. Now let's go ahead and open this up. That looks great. And we need to have them sign. So let's go ahead and hit next. You'll see discard, save, and close next. It's going to load up the contract for your client. Now, a couple different options here. The first thing, again, an initial. I want to have initial this client. So we'll go, you got to click the name you want to sign and click initial and just drag it right over. And if you line up this little red line right where you want it initialed, that's where he'll go ahead and do that. Let's bring this down to page 2. Now I'm going to have him sign and initial. So let's go ahead and hit signature. And we're going to go with authorized signature, customer acceptance here, which is sign. We're going to also have him initial that in the lower right-hand corner. I have 4 places for the initials and 1 for the signature. Let's go ahead and initial again and sign that. And let's go ahead to the last page. And it's a legal document, so make sure you get it all signed in there. So now we have the 4 initials. We had him initial the 3rd page and sign. So now I'm going to put my signature, but first I do want to put the date. Let's put the date in there. Date sign, there it is. Okay, so for Dave Deshane, which is me, for the the business, I'm just going to go signature and put that in there as well. And let's hit date signed and put in that as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send this, but I like to just double check to see if there's anything more that that might need to be done, because you can add some more information. If you have a text field, you can drag a text box over here and add a little more by going like this. Let's just say that you wanted to put something like special financing. Financing is required. Something like that. But you can do that as well, and if you wanted to add that, you could put that in. That will save that to the contract. If something else needs to be added, you can do that, but we're not going to do that. But regardless, there's a lot of different options over here. Email, you can put a name, signature, drop-down menu, check-off boxes, title, information. There's a lot of stuff you can put in there. So it's a great all-in-one, not just signatures, but it's basically a digital document storage center, but also a big, for any type of editing. Let's hit send. That'll go ahead and send it off to David Deshane at the office at daviddeshane.com, but also, sign it to the client. Let's hit sign now. It's going to go ahead and ask for my signature, and I'll just review this document, and we will say, yes, I want to sign that. So it's going to give us this little box on the side, which is going to give me my signature. So basically what I'm going to do is go to start and hit next. It will ask me to sign. That will put that in there. Hit next. Done deal. Confirm signature. All right, now we're waiting on the others. So now I'm going to open up my email and show you what that looks like. So basically, you're going to get notification that emails come in. And this is what it looks like right here. Let's go to that. It's going to ask, please sign the David Deshane document. So let's open that email. Let's see what it looks like. It will give us this preview. Let me download any pictures that are in there. So shows where it came from, right? So we'll go ahead and click View Document, and this is going to ask us to sign the document. And again, just like initially with a document that was signed by Dave, that's all in there as well. So that shows a signature on that. Now let's go open the actual document that the client is asking to sign. So here it is from Docusign. Again, let's go ahead and download. This is going to please review and sign your document. So this is actually for me. The last one was the one for the proof of what I signed. Let's go. I consent to use electronic signature records in Signature? Yes. So let's review. It's going to ask for the signature. Again, if they just click on the next button, they'll just touch it, adopt it, and initial. That one's done. Let's go to the next one. It's going to bring it right to it. Signature, initial, just touch it. This is how quick they get to this. And you don't have to do anything else, and you just click it. And confirming signature, all fields are complete. It automatically sends this to the client automatically, or they can download it instantly. If you download it right from here, you can do that. We have the document already. But it shows them that they've initialed it, they've signed it, everything's initialized, and it's a legal document. And the best thing is, now I'll get notification over here, but I also did on my smartphone that the contract's been signed. So we'll just go back to the documents, and you'll see that everything's been completed, and everything's been signed by Dave, and we can just go through the same document that we looked at in the email. It's all up in the cloud. This is what it's all about, guys. Anyway, David Duchesne, Roofing Estimator Pro. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this Docusign. I think this is going to be a great new feature inside the Roofing Estimator Pro platform, to be able to have the client sign the document like that in digital format. And again, you get that sign envelope ID, which is secure and is a legal tender document. David Duchesne, thank you very much for your time. We'll look forward to working with you.